remember for weeks and weeks we have been talking about Christopher Tufton and his connection to Archer's Funeral Home. Do you remember that? Christopher Tufton and his connection to Archer's Funeral Home. Well, the opposition spokesperson on health has put it in the mainstream, forced it right into mainstream media now. And he put out a press release.
It is becoming more and more apparent that in the awards process for contracts, the Ministry of Health is not prioritizing the needs of the users of the public healthcare system, and we do not support this practice. We stand with the relatives who in their period of mourning are forced to journey here to Spanish Town in order to retrieve the remains of their loved ones while they should be going through the process of grief. It is a financial burden, it is an inconvenience, and it is absolutely wrong. The Ministry of Health ought to review these contracts.
All right, so that is Dr. Dawes, and behind Dr. Dawes is the press release that was sent out on his behalf by the People's National Party earlier today. And I'm going to read that press release for you shortly. Now, the press release. Shadow Minister of Health and Wellness, Dr. Alfred Dawes, urges the Ministry of Health and Wellness, listen carefully, to reassess the decision. Listen, reassess the decision to entrust storage of bodies from Kingston Public Hospital to the Spanish Town-based Archer's Funeral Home. They know this we are talking about all along, people. Now this we've been talking about for weeks. How long now we bust this story? How long now this story bust? And Chris Tufton come out and say nothing don't go, so it's a lie. You know, remember? Chris Tufton diverging from the decades-long practice of a Kingston-based location. You see how long the lady come out and talk about it? You remember, let me see if I have that video there. I think I have that video there, you know. Make I see if I can play that video there for you. Know. I think I have that video. Yes, man. I know I have that video there. Wanna remember this video?
All dead body are now signed over to Christopher Tufton Funeral Home.
JLP, we are not for the people of Jamaica. We don't care about even the people that have them small business. Imagine, you have Mother, you have Brown, you have Jones, you have Tranquility. There's so much funeral home, the right part. KPH Hospital there. And I mean it to tell me say, una sign over now the dead body them to Christopher Tufton. So anybody with dead in a KPH hospital, all of them living in the community with KPH there, they have to go way a Spanish Town for the body. This not right at all. You're not making enough money in a parliament. You're not grab up taxpayer money. Eh? That's no. All dead body sign over to you. Eh? You have a look how much funeral home the Ushpa KPH hospital did. I wanna take the body them and carry them go over Uno. But tired of Uno. People, I want you to share that video, yeah. I want you to post it. Cause enough people don't know what going on. Say all of the body them were dead right now. Remember, a film place it ago. So if you don't want him to go look after on the death, you have to pay to get the body from them. You're not too wicked. You need a wicked set of people. I'm tired of you, man. Look how much small business they right there, so.
Alright, you hear enough now. Wicked them damn wicked. Right? No, but you see, Mrs. Escobar, anybody who know where Archers is, it is on Young Street. Young Street is in the heart of Spanish Town. It is a very congested area. Archers is near the top part of Young Street. So if you know Spanish Town well, you know where the church is, you will have to turn right at the church and pass the cathedral, the big brick cathedral, and go right again, like you're going out towards Brunswick Avenue. Right? That is where you have to go, because it is at the Archers is at the very top of Young Street, near where St. Catherine Prep School is. So when you reach up there, so where the lady always sell the jerk chicken fatty, up near there, so that is where you go down to go Young Street. Archers is up the side there. You know how congested up there so is? The whole of Young Street is very congested, by the way, because Young Street split Spanish Town in two. For those of you who don't know, when you're driving down Young Street, the left side is Denny's Daily seat and the right side is Babsy Green seat. So it's literally two different constituencies. It split the constituents. It is a very, no, it's not a fully JLP area. It is a very, very, very busy area. Busy thoroughfare. My family half of my family come from Spanish Town, so I know what I'm talking. I partially grew up in Spanish Town. Alright? They say you identify your baby daddy body, sorry to hear. But it is at the top, and it is a very, very busy thoroughfare. You understand? So it is very, very unfair for them to expect poor people now to have to go so far to go get them dead. Imagine now. You live in Kingston and your relative is admitted to KPH, and when that person passes on, you have to go all the way to Spanish Town to go arrange to go get the body. And so much funeral, you know how much funeral home on the outskirts of KPH? Funeral home, not just funeral home, but business we sell coffin, we sell funeral clothes, we do program. The other little businesses will benefit from not just the funeral itself, but the accessories to the funeral. Because when you're burying a dead, it's not just the funeral, you know. Because even though the funeral homes offer you a package, they don't do it themselves. They have to get them not doing everything. Right? You know, so the funeral home, they make the casket them. You have a lot of casket makers lying off Orange Street. Me now ask you, me tell you, a lot of people on Orange Street make casket. A lot of people on Orange Street print program and make wreath. And then the funeral home buy these things and put together the packages for you. You understand? So Christopher Tufton is boxing the food out of all of these people's mouth. And giving everything to the person. Remember, you know, at least, let me finish reading. I have not finished reading the press release by Aldous. So let me finish. Alright? Because we never read it. Numerous individuals have taken to social media to articulate their concerns regarding the cancellation of contracts with established funeral homes, which previously served multiple hospitals in favor of exclusive agreements with recently incorporated Archers Funeral Home. Recently incorporated, so that means Archers did about long time, you know, but it's recently incorporated. You know what incorporation mean? That means it used to be trading as, and it is now a company. It is now a registered company. We need to go and look now and see who those directors of the company are. Aldous said it was recently incorporated. That is very telling. They've been operational for years, you know. I remember Sandra that he said that we're not to call up him name, but we're going to call up him name. Let us for a minute forget that listen now. Let us for a minute forget that Archers Funeral Home is owned by a JLP councillor in the constituency represented by the Minister of Health. So the man said forget that. Let us ignore the fact that no ordinary councillor, but one who was handpicked by the Minister of Health to replace another sitting councillor amid much uproar in the constituency. Remember, you know, that them boot out the other one unceremoniously and bring in Archer. The man was a sitting councillor who never lose him division yet. And they move him, push him aside. Remember, say Tufton come, they come see him, you know. Because remember say, Tufton come, they come see me now. Because remember say, that seat was Ken Barr's seat. Who remember that? Let me give you some history. The seat where Tufton have used to be Ken Barr's seat. And when Ken Barr decided to step aside, because Chris Tufton's first seat was down at Southwest St. Elizabeth, where Floyd Green they know. Right? And Chris Tufton run it and win in 2007, but in 2011 he lost to Hugh Buchanan, Danny Buck's son. Remember say, Danny Buck's son beat him, you know, and send him home. So he had to come out. Chris Tufton never have a seat between 2011 and 2016. Them send him to West Central St. Catherine in 2016. Because this other guy, what them call Father Fowl, is Father Fowl them call him? The JP guy that was the councillor who was supposed to get the seat. Because it was Devon, what Devon last name was again? It was Ken Barr's seat, and Ken Barr was grooming one of his councillors named Devon. I can't remember his name. But all of a sudden, because the guy would not step aside, all sorts of rumors started to Wint, Father Wint, thank you, Brit, Father Wint, Devon Wint, that is his name. And Devon Wint would not step aside. And you know what was done to Devon Wint? All of a sudden, there were all of these allegations in the paper that Devon Wint molested children. And so, after that, the General Secretary of the JP, Horace Chang, called him in and removed. No, I'm not telling the story properly. I am not telling the story properly. Devon Wint, who was supposed to get the seat, there was a runoff between him and Christopher Tufton, and Devon Wint beat Christopher Tufton in the runoff. Christopher Tufton lost the runoff, and badly too. The people did not want Chris Tufton to represent them. Devon Wint won the seat in the runoff. And after that, all of these stories and allegations came out about Devon Wint molesting children, including his own child, who came out and said nothing don't go so, by the way. And they unceremoniously dumped Devon Wint and gave the seat to Chris Tufton. That is how Chris Tufton got the seat in 2016. Chris Tufton went there and saw the councillor of Red Hills Division, a man named Ellis. And when Chris Tufton wanted to get in Michael Archer, Chris Tufton removed Ellis, who was a sitting councillor, a long-standing sitting councillor, and put in Archer. Because that is the safest division. So he made sure to give him, let me tell you something. That is why I tell you these people are demons, because they are even wicked to them own. They are even wicked to their own. These are the things where them do to them own people. So if them do these things to them own people, what them are going to do to the rest of we? And that may tell you no man. This is what I am telling you. If these people do these cruel things to each other, look how them do. No, remember, you know, me telling you earlier, you know, say, me get the story straight out of the place down at Parliament, say, Valerie Curtis and Juliet Holness was like two peas in a pod. And look what Juliet did to Valerie. Look what Juliet did to Valerie. So Michael Archer was brought into Red Hills Division, right? Which is up near, when you go past Dove, you see where Dovecat is? That is Red Hills Division. The division starts right near, when you're going up the hill to go towards Dovecat, right at the entrance of Green Acres. You know that community, Green Acres? That is where it starts, and it go right up Kitson Town. I don't know Ripton, I don't know if him have the ground here. Tankeress and Dovecat, and they are digging around there for more, to free up more space. But you see, this is one of the reasons why they wanted St. Catherine Municipality,